When it comes to Gunna, I feel the same way even with him. For him to try to when you play that role, when your music perpetuates and encourages that role, and then you are encouraging others to play that role, and then now your actions are starting to correlate with your image of this role. One plus one equals two. It's just my thing is that we've gotten to a point as a public that either people are this dumb enough to believe or this dumb enough to be influenced and say, oh yeah, nah, it's the white folk did this to them. White folk this, white folk that. White folk trapped a millionaire, a rapping millionaire. Listen, it takes away from the real situations that are going on out here that people have died about and died for and sacrificed for. It's taking away from the progress that we have made or that we can make. That's why I'm saying something. And I guarantee that my opinion is not a very popular one when it comes to the hip hop community or just being black, right? I'm supposed to just side with Young Thug just because he looks like me. Well, no. If Young Thug and Gunna are hence their fucking names, if they're part of the problem, then they're part of the problem, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. So, but one thing for sure is that not only has a lot of my life been dedicated to helping out people, my family, we've sacrificed a lot in my lifetime, my past. The reason why I am who I am is because of the shit that we have been through because of trying to overcome. Right. So now for people like them to play these games and use that struggle and try to gain sympathy from the public as if they're being crucified when you had millions of dollars and didn't have to go do the shit you rap about. You didn't have to go live the shit you rap about, let alone even rap the shit that you rap about. You don't even have to go out there and do that and make other kids that look like you go do it. But nevertheless, you still get away with it. Not even you get away, you have the right to do that here. You have the right to live in a neighborhood, an impoverished neighborhood. You have the right to make money and get out of that neighborhood. And then you have the right to go back and destroy that same neighborhood and everybody in every other neighborhood that looks just like yours. But one thing is for sure is we're not going to use a scapegoat of racism. We're not going to use a scapegoat of black art being attacked. That's not going to happen. We're not going to let it fly. We're going to call a spade a spade. Let's check out this open letter that he wrote. So this is his plea, to the public. This is the court of public opinion right here. You know what I'm saying? Court is in session. Court of public opinion. Okay. What is this? What is it? 2002 has been one of the best years of my life, despite the difficult situation. This year, I had the whole world pushing P. Mind you, pushing P. Mind you, pushing P. Listen, folks, I'm not here to incriminate nobody. I'm just calling it what it is. We're not going to do this. Pushing P doesn't stand for pushing prayer. Okay. Let's not do that. This is that's a pure example of what I'm saying is that you have the kids' ears. Your name alone does not motivate a kid to go be the best person they can be. Their names alone does not motivate music that makes people the best that they can be. It doesn't encourage that type of perception. What it encourages is that get rich and go buy guns and give them back to your gang so your gang can be bigger. And then now you can be one of the top gangs out. That's what it gives you. That's what it motivates. So we're not going to act like the white man did that, because the white man let you actually get paid and get the fuck out of it. I'm going to sit there and say when the white man does something up, I'm going to call that out. But what I'm not going to do is let my own folks trample on the ones that have really sacrificed on things that are legitimate when they're over here crying wolf, when they're supposed to be big gangsters. But now when you get locked up for what you're doing, now it's poor me. We're not playing that. No, sir. Especially when you got my nephews running around out here throwing up gang signs thinking that they fucking cool. Nah. No, sir. No, sir. So let's read this little this little plea. It should be pushing pleas. That's really what it is. Growing up where I come from in a marginalized neighborhood, what you got out of, right? You had plenty of money to get out of, and had plenty of money to help other people get out of. I never dreamt my art would change my life and the lives of my loved ones. My entire life, I've seen black men, black women, black children consistently attacked, hated, murdered, berated, belittled, silenced, judged, used, and held captive. Yeah, by you and your gang and you and YSL, all those things you've named are literally things that they are charging you for. That's not anybody's fault but our own. That's what that reads to me, because these people are not being charged for just rapping. They're being charged for actual crimes that correlate with some of the they said, which helped them figure out what they did. You know, because I'm sure y'all know that's the cool thing in hip hop, right? We like to talk about what we did, how we did it, and who we did it with. That's the brave part about being in hip hop, right? You get to talk about you. And I mentioned over there in Jacksonville, it's a trend now to mention kill counts, right? You go back and forth with your enemy over fucking songs. This is what's cool, and this is what they want to be protected. This is what these artists are, or this is what the young thugs, the gunners, your names are fucking pistols, and you want us to protect you from spewing the type of songs that are actually correlating with real live murders. And we need to condone that shit in the name of art. It makes me sick, honestly, yo. I use my art form, my gift from God, to change my circumstances. True. I worked, I honed my craft. I worked, I empowered black women in my industry. I worked, I lived in the recording studio. I worked, I lived on the road. I worked every day to show God how grateful I am for my art and for my life. But in between all that working, you were recruiting gang members to be part of your gang and equipping them with guns and sending them off to do hits, whether it was you or Young Thug or whoever the that's what y'all was doing between your work, because you told us that in your albums, right? Right? That's how we know that. That's why we know what YSL stand for and all the other abbreviations that y'all got. The gang signs that y'all got too. We see them in your music videos. So for someone to sit there and act like and say that they're right, they had the opportunity to use their gift to get out of a situation that they put themselves right back in. And what I don't understand is why they think we're dumb enough. We're going to use real life situations like racism and try to insert that as the reason why. That's what blows my mind. For now, I don't have my freedom, but I am innocent. I am being falsely accused and will never stop fighting to clear my name. The picture that is being painted of me is ugly and untrue, but it's a picture nevertheless. And I'm sorry to keep stopping folks, but all this means it's all of it. He's right about it, but he's wrong all at the same time, because the picture he's talking about it's his paint. You the one, you had the paintbrush, you had the canvas, you had all the different, it was, you chose your name to be Gunna. Like you cannot be mad at why the world is the way it is when you put yourself in it the way you did. The reason why I'm saying something, because I do not want some young kid thinking that it's okay to act like this and then blame it on your art or blame it on your circumstances when you have money to not only get out of those circumstances, but you got money to get other people out those circumstances, yet you don't. And then now you acting like you're a victim. Now you a poor me. I thought you were riding around in private jets. You got guns and an army, but now it's poor me. Now America has failed you when they've given you millions of dollars and when you didn't have shit and you had a chance to change your life and everybody else, and now they failed you still? How much sense does that make? Tell me, how much sense does that make? As a black man in America, it seems as though my art is only acceptable when I'm the source of entertainment for the masses. My art is not allowed to stand alone as entertainment. I'm not allowed that freedom as a black man in America. It is a sad reality that slavery is still alive in America today and still affecting my people. This is disgusting, bro. In 12 states, more than half of the prison population is black. What does that have to do with you rapping? What does that have to do with you rapping about crimes that you're associated with and that police can track and correlate with real live events? What does slavery have to do with you? You separated yourself from slavery when you made millions of dollars. And these are the people that are the front runners of hip hop. This shit it's crazy. Listen, I don't even want to be part of this shit. That's how disgusted I am with all the shit. And then we got Kevin Lyles, the old ass leaders who are vouching for it's crazy because I feel like the universe, it works in mysterious ways, man. Sometimes the universe, the world will protect you from itself and vice versa. And honestly, like as much as I've wanted that, right? As much as any artist or musician has ever wanted that, like to make it, to be surrounded by this, I couldn't, because I couldn't just shut my mouth and be like, yo, yeah, free Young Thug. And I'm like, what if his record? I couldn't do it. I couldn't let them sit here and talk this shit, talking about correlating slavery with the bullshit they're doing, as if some white man's on their neck. I couldn't. I think that's why I'm not there. I think that's why I'm not there, because I could not listen to this shit, let alone like encourage it and defend it. I don't give a how much money. Listen, if it was about money, I would have stopped a long time ago, because I mean, it's like I'm not balling off of doing music. So, some people are just different. They're just built different. But I come from a different lineage. You know what I'm saying? My family, we come from apartheid, where we were part of the ANC, and we fought with with the racism that was going on in South Africa. Nelson Mandela was part of our freedom fight. You know what I'm saying? That was our leader. So I come from a different cloth. I'm an 80s baby. Not only that, I'm a Zulu, I'm a South African 80s baby. So when it comes to the struggle, when it comes to these type of conversations and racism, and when it comes to that, it's like I take it really serious. I take it serious. So I'll be damned if these dumbass rappers who make a bunch of money and have a chance to change things, not only do they not change things, but they make situations worse for themselves. I do not feel any pity. I don't feel no pity. And then it angers me when they try to use the struggle as a fucking crutch to get out of the bullshit they put themselves in. They could have completely changed all of that. Y'all had plenty of time to change your name from Gunna to something else. You could have had plenty of time to change the perception of what people thought about you and your neighborhood, to change the people in your fucking neighborhood. All that money, y'all could have made some schools. Y'all could have went in half on a school together. But instead, y'all went in half on guns. Y'all went in half on putting in hits. If that's what you want to do, go do that. I listen. If you from the street, that's what you do. Do what you do, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with me. My point is that don't go rap about it, get caught, and then try to say, white people, black folk help me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nothing will stop me from chasing my dreams. I won't stop being a good person, even if some unnamed and unknown accusers want the world to see me as a bad person. When I was free, I was good and kind to the community around me. And when I'm released, I'll do the same thing over again. Oh, now we're still pushing P, and now it's power, it's prayer, it's progression, it's passion, it's productivity, it's praise, it's precision, it's peace, it's prosperity, patience, pride, persistence. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. Now we get it. Now we get it. Also, you were pushing prayer. Okay. For some reason, I thought you was pushing pimping or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But let me show you Let me show you why I say the things that I say. Just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, since 1987, the hip hop community, worldwide for that matter, we have had nothing but the most graphic, the most murders, killings, attacks when it comes to our artists because of the lifestyle and because of the subject matter. Because people like Kevin Liles don't mind crying on a fucking stand to vouch for people like Young Thug, who are part of the ones that actually contribute to the deaths of young black men. The ones that are causing the chaos, they get paid. And then they have Kevin Liles that keep him out of jail and fund him to make more music to motivate our kids to do the same thing. I got a nephew in South Africa throwing up gang signs. He don't know what they stand for, but he think he the baddest little gangbanger in the world. And I told him, I said, listen, do I need to send a real gangbang over there? Do you need to go kick with a real gangbang and show you what it is? If somebody came and punched you dead in your mouth, what are you going to do? What you gonna do? You 9, 10, 11 years old. What you gonna do, little man? Never touched a gun in your life, but you doing all this. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because I'd be damned, bro, if these Pushin P, these big gangsters, they're gonna talk this tough shit, have my nephew running around here throwing up gang signs. Then now, when it's time to pay the piper, blame it on the white man. No, sir. No, sir. Let's get things straight. Hip hop is not under attack. Hip hop has never been under attack when it comes to this. Yes, there is a lot of racism. There is a lot of systematic racism when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to the music groups, right? When it comes to CEOs, distribution companies, we don't have the pie. We just get a slice when we're the fucking oven. Yeah, I understand that. But what we're not going to do is try to use those situations. When we try to use those situations to try to blanket and cover situations that we can help and that are our fault, that we can improve on, that's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do. So this is why this means a lot to me. Because ever since 1987, we've been having hip hop artists being shot and killed. Scott LaRock, 87. Paul C, 89. D-Boy Rodriguez, 90. Charisma, 93. Stretch, 95. Seagroup, 96. Tupac Shakur, 96. Gaddafi, 96. Notorious B.I.G., 97. Fat Pat, 98. Big L, 99. Freaky Ty, LB, 99. Bugs, 99. DJ Uncle, 2001. Jam Master Jay, 2002. Sabotage, 2003. Camouflage, 2003. Half a Mil, 2003. The Soldier Slim, 2003. Motherfucker Mac Dre from the Bay, 2004. Blade, Icewood, 2005. Proof, D-Town, 2006. Big Hawk, Texas, 2006. VL Mike, 2008. Dollar, 2009. Lele, 2010. Magnolia Shorty. Bad News Brown, 2010, 2011. Zapata, 2012. Low Fat, 2012. MC Delesta, 2013. Pavios, 2013. Dipsman, 2013. Dopey, 2013. The Jacker, 2015. Flabber, 2015. Chinks Drugs, 2015. Bankroll Fish, 2016. 3-2, 2016. XX Extension, 2018. Jimmy Wapo, 2018. Smoke Dog, 2018. Young Greatness, 2018. Fights, 2019. Kevin Fritt, 2019. Nipsey, 2019. Pop Smoke, 2020. Houdini, 2020. Huey. King Von 2020, Mo 3 2020, Anon 2021, Young Dolph 2021, Draco the Ruler 2021, Snooty Wild 2022, Archie Eversoul 2022, Walla 2022, Trouble 2022, FBG Cash, just like last week. What other genre of music? What other community, culture can you ramble off brilliant, some of the brightest in neighborhoods and communities that have been shot and killed, man? What other group of people can you do this with? What other group of people? What other genre of music can you sit here and say all these people who are musicians have been chopped dead by bullets? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done putting up with that shit, bro. No more.